Okay, please stay till the end of the video. Super important announcement. If you do nothing, skip to the end and at least pick up the announcement at the back end of the video, okay? Super critical. For now, we're gonna go over the top 5 keys to stick the 75-yard shot. Okay, let us jump right in. First key is this: you need to have the right club and the right swing. It's all one thing put together, okay? Let me show you real quick what I'm talking about. My club right now is a 60-degree wedge. And what I like to do is I like 2 swings. Let's just keep it simple. 2 swings. The more swings we have, the more clock positions we work, the more difficult it is to hit each position. So let's just simplify everything. Let's have 2. I have this half swing where my arm is just right here, halfway, parallel, easy to remember. I could see it, I'm like, that's about where it is, okay? And my other swing is going to be my 3/4 position, hands right at my shoulder, okay? So I have here and here. That's it. And that's a full swing for my wedge. That's as far as I go with all my wedges. So those are my 2 swings. So let's see where that lies with my 60. All right, so little shots, right? Pins at 75 yards. Here's my half swing with my 60. Love it. Perfect. This is my half. Okay, so wrong shot there. Okay, it went 52 yards carry. Perfect. That's because that's like my 50-yard shot. Now I'm going to do my 3/4, which is my full shot with my wedge. This is my 3/4 swing, 60-degree wedge. All right. Here we go. This is as much and as hard as I would hit my 60. Right there. All right. So this is my 60, like my full 60 or 3/4 swing 60, it carried 88 yards. That's kind of where I am. So in order for me to hit my 60, 75 yards, I have to manipulate some stuff because I either go half or it's all. So that's what I'm saying is you have to have the right swing and the right club. So and the less swings we have, the better. So let's say we have 2 swings. Then I've got the wrong club. So I got to switch that out. So I go to my next wedge. This is my 54-degree wedge. We know it's not a 3/4 swing because that's going to go farther than my 60, right? Hopefully. So now I'm like, okay, cool. I've got this. Let's try the half shot with the 54-degree wedge and see the distance that is. So this little half shot went 77 carry. I like that. I can work with that. So now I have the swing and the club dialed in. It might be different for you, but you have to know what those are. So practice the half swing and that 3/4 swing so you know which swing and club you need for that right yardage. Then you can move on to step 2. Step 2 is, now that you know that, you're going to need to know your setup position. So here's what I like to do for that setup. You don't want driver stance. The width is not going to be driver, all right? For all my wedge shots, I am like inside of my shoulders with my stance. I'm right in here. That's for my half swing and my 3/4 swing. The width is pretty much always the same. And my ball position is going to be just, I mean, if it's center, I don't hate that. I could put it slightly back, and then you might want to control ball height, ball flight trajectory. If so, then I would just move it forward or back. For me, standard position, just normal trajectory, is just slightly back of center, right there. That's my setup with my weight, 70-30 on my front foot is where I'm gonna be. Take that little half swing, and that's my, hopefully, 75-yarder. Go in. Ooh. The better your setup, the better the results. 11 inches. I can make that putt 9 out of 10 times. Step 3 is critical. You will not stick it close if you cannot do this, and it's pretty easy to do. I want to keep it simple. So you got your stance. You're going to focus on your back knee, and this is something I want you to do as a drill, just to really get it honed in so you got it down. You got everything set up. That back knee it cannot wiggle out. It cannot rotate out. You're not rotating much on your backswing, okay? You're really just turning, and keep that back knee. If it's bent and pinched in, kicked in a little bit forward, you're good to go. So just set up, you got your narrow stance, you're good. Pinch, just keep that back knee bent and kicked in if anything. If your weight is forward, it helps, but keep that knee in and really practice that back knee staying pinched in the entire time during your swing. That is a huge deal breaker if you start letting that roll out. So keep that in as much as possible. Moving on. All right, next up. Oh, and if you're wondering about the attire 7 Diamonds, there's a link in the video description below. Nice shorts, beautiful shirts, stretchy material. Code for you down there below. So be sure to check them out if you like the apparel. All right. Okay. This I say so many times. You get everything perfect, and then we rotate those hands, okay? We do not want to rotate the hands. We're taking a half swing. Half swing. We don't need any hand manipulation, rotation, freak outness that we can do. This is just going to destroy your entire life, and you're going to thin everything. So I'm really focused on keeping even my right hand on top a little bit up here, okay? And then just coming through. So the less you rotate the hands, the better you're going to be at this shot. Okay? We do not want massive amounts of hand rotation going through that ball. The less the better. You're going to make better contact. You're going to be able to drive down through the ball. Better contact, better everything, better distance control. If you add this and then undo it, you're manipulating your club head speed dramatically. One time you're going to flip the wrist, you're going to gain like 10 miles an hour of club head speed. In this short shot, that's a mess. Don't do that. Keep this out. Feel like there's zero hand, your Steve Stricker action right there. And final piece of the puzzle, and you are going to stick these shots every time. All right, here's what I want you to do. The more you exaggerate it in practice, the easier it's going to be in reality on course. So what we're going to do, you got everything. What we're going to do is rotate our shoulder through the shot so much so that when I'm done, I'm here. All right, that's what you want. Now, look, I know some people don't have the flexibility as others, so do the best you can. The one thing you don't want to do is this. There's no rotation here. Look, put the club here, okay? We want to get rotated through like this, best we can, okay? Like this, you're just turning, okay? You're just like this. Come up on your toe, let everything rotate through, okay? And you just want to turn as much as possible, okay? Stretch out, work on your flexibility. That's what you want. So the more you can do that with this little shot, the much better and safer you're going to be on the golf course. So really, let's exaggerate the rotation here going through this shot. Really? And look at that. I mean, perfect distance control. The more you rotate, the better, because when you're on course, that's your follow through. That keeps you from having the yips. That keeps you from chunking it, and any mishit you have, you're going to have the follow through that you need to make up for it. So even if you chunk it a little, it's not going to be as bad as if you have no rotation. That no rotation causes all kinds of weirdness. So we're just making sure we're even over rotate for now, just in practice, and feel that. And you're going to start saying, oh, wow, that's easy to do. And so you put it all together, which is what we're doing, all the pieces, you're good to go. And then when you're on course, you're not even gonna have to think about it. You're gonna be able to stick that 75er 9 times out of 10. Right in there. Ooh, I love it. Okay, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. Horrific tragedy happened here in North Georgia at Pine Tree Country Club. You may have heard about it. Gene Siller, one of the pros at the club, sees a car crash onto the golf course. He runs over there to assist. Loser shoots and kills him and Jean has a wife and 2 kids. I almost joined that country club when I first moved here, so it's close to my home here. It's close to all golfers around the world. So there is a link to the GoFundMe page to help his family out. Horrific, horrific tragedy. If you're so inclined, click the link below and maybe give a donation. I'm sure anything helps. Thanks for watching, guys. It's one of the crazy things that these losers here around the world do. It's just horrific. Anyways, I love you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.